Hello, welcome to my party. Cookies. Dig into China. Hello. There you go. I won't make the joke. I won't make the joke. I won't make the joke. Follow that trollop. Let me know when you're here. I want you to see the joke. I forgot I made the joke. Hello. I forgot that we were supposed to follow that trollop. I'm glad I, leave myself little notes that make me laugh. I'm like, good job, me. Okay. I don't know where she went, though. Did she go into the... I'm gonna assume it's someplace that we haven't been or been stuck. That's not her, right?
It's a fanatically happy
No. Just some other lady in a black dress. Nope.
Back to the rotunda, Fräulein. The rest of the museum is off limits. And you are spooking their mastodons.
Couldn't you, your job could be done by a caution tape. a well-placed couple of chairs. Indeed. Yeah. It's like you're one security guard. There's gotta be better use for you. I'm gonna go all these places and she's gonna actually be in the fucking gift shop. I can't remember. Was there a place to go over here? No. There wasn't no door. Oh, wait. No. There's her. Wait. Maybe we're supposed to eavesdrop again. Just gonna go visit Daisy. Just standing here. No one knows anything about me. I guess there's not a similar thing. Hello? I don't think I'm supposed to call attention. I don't know. No, don't do any of that. Maybe use your water glass or something, even though that's very silly.
I prefer the wine glass unless I am listening at the doors, no? Don't take me seriously, I am just making the joke.
Making the joke? Well, now she knows who I am and where I am and what I'm doing.
Bonjour, Miss Bow.
Hello.
Dr. Carrington told me you were covering this party for the newspaper. I'm Yvette Delacroix.
We've talked already. I'm sorry.
That's right, Miss Delacroix. I'm writing the social news column.
Ah, the social news. I was thinking you were here about the burglary.
The burglary? Of course not. The newspaper would never assign a female cub reporter like myself to such an important story.
Ah, you are probably being correct, Miss Bow.
It's like, ah yes, you are a dumb female.
Good evening, Dr. Miklos.
Oh, good evening, Miss Ball.
Miss Bull. We already talked about all of these things.
How are you, Detective O'Reilly?
Just fine, lassie. You're looking lovely this evening.
Did you forget we fought?
You must be Dr. Patar
I did
Sheptut Smith.
everything out of the
Nice gold ankh you're wearing. This is
Wrong
quite a
order.
party, isn't it?
I find it distasteful to celebrate thievery in the name of science. The artifacts in this museum's Egyptian collection do not belong here. They belong in Egypt.
That's only your opinion.
It is the truth. And the thieves who rob Egypt of its ancient treasures will find death waiting for them. Amon-Ra will have his revenge.
I see. Well, nice weather we're having.
Let's talk about curses. Here. Can I ask you about her while she's standing right next to you? And then you'll say more words?
But we have already discussed that, my dear. Let's move on to a fresh topic, shall we?
Maybe... I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I ask you about you. I want to ask about Daisy.
You already asked me this, Miss Bo.
No, I did not eavesdrop on them. I thought I screwed myself over. I thought I was supposed to follow that trollop. Thought she was up to no good. Damn it. I was standing right there.
Boy, did he bet. She's some dish, ain't she?
Yes, those French women really have something. I don't think my wife would ever have done it in a mummy case.
In my vast experience of women from different lands, I tend to agree with you, Mr. Niger. I balked when a certain French woman suggested we have a deep conversation on the back of a dinosaur, but I was pleasantly surprised by the results.
Yes, Miss Delacroix is certainly the cat's pajamas, as the Americans would say.
Yeah, we does come up with some good sayings, don't we?
Quite.
Good
Rise
Lord,
to the
I
top like
hadn't
scum.
realized a woman was present. Please excuse us, Miss Bow.
Oh, I wasn't actually listening to you gentlemen, Dr. Carrington. I just happened to be standing here. Excuse me.
Looking at the buffet table. Okay, they've all... Your note was actually bad advice, yeah. Just continue exactly what you were doing. Maybe do this multiple times. I've already talked to everybody about everything. It's probably just a matter of eavesdropping. You know that I should have known. The last game was all about eavesdropping.
Ryan, I'm having the hardest of times keeping my hands off you.
Not
La
here,
la.
Yvette. There's too many people.
They are not important. You are the most powerful man here, my Ryan.
Go fuck on a mastodon.
What about that Carrington
mammoth.
guy? He's president of this museum.
The doctor, he is old and weak. You are the young one and strong.
And what would you be wanting, Miss Bow?
Oh, well, I thought I
fixing
heard you
my
call my name.
You must have been hearing things. I didn't even mention your name.
Oh, sorry. I've got to be going now. Excuse me.
And what were you doing when that fancy dagger was being stolen then?
Let me see. I was sleeping in my hotel room.
You don't sound too sure about that.
I haven't been sleeping too well since I arrived in this country. I'm tired, so I'm not thinking too well.
You're not sleeping well. Would you be having a guilty conscience then?
Jet lag.
I do not understand your meaning, Mr. O'Reilly. Perhaps it is the English. It is such a curious language, not as clear as the Egyptian.
Well, you say the dagger is what brought you to this country. If I were in your position, I'd be tempted to steal it.
Steal what has already been stolen? The dagger of Amon-Ra belongs to the Egyptian people, Mr. O'Reilly, not to Dr. Carter, not to this museum, and not to this country.
I'd be watching what you're saying, Dr. Smith. You're digging your hole deeper with every word.
Amon-Ra will seek his own vengeance on those who have removed his dagger from Egypt. Amon-Ra does not require my help.
You say you were sleeping when it was stolen. Were you alone?
That, sir, is none of your business.
Ah, that's where you're wrong, Dr. Smith. It is my business, as long as you're a suspect in the burglary.
A suspect? Do you Americans have no shame? I'm here to gain the return of the dagger by legal means. Ask Dr. Carrington.
I have talked to Dr. Carrington, and I know he told you no dice.
The matter is not settled until the last camel drinks from the water of the oasis.
What's that? Some kind of Egyptian double talk?
Excuse me, sir, but I see a turkey leg on the buffet table that requires my attention.
I would love a turkey leg. Man. So much red on heads. Alright, what are you guys talking about? She got blue hair?
If you want to know my theory about it, I think it was stolen by an Egyptian. No offense to your people, Mr. Nagier, but I think there is a secret sect of Egyptian sun worshippers who have sent an envoy here to steal the dagger.
Countess, I hardly think that's likely. Secret sects like you're describing haven't existed in hundreds of years.
Oh, really? And what makes you such an authority on secret sects, Mr. Nagier?
Well, I am only expressing my opinion, madam. I'm certainly not an expert on the subject.
Quite so. I think my theory is as good as anyone's, darling, and I heard it from a reliable source.
Oh? Who was that?
Never mind. Let's just say my source has never been wrong before.
There's always a first time for everything, Countess. I still find your theory far-fetched.
Since you seem to be listening, Miss Bow, what do you think of my theory?
What? Oh, I definitely think it's worth considering, Countess.
There, you see, Mr. Nagier, the press takes me seriously.
Of course, it is kind of far-fetched.
Ha! Well, I never! Excuse me.
Oh, did I say something wrong? I'm sorry.
Just kept waiting to make the joke that the expert on secret sex is the trollop, is Yvette.
So that's the deal, Countess?
I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Yeah, no kidding. DeWall's got ears around here. And so does certain nosy reporters, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I simply must speak.
Not so
to Dr.
secret.
Carrington.
Sure thing, Toots.
At least I don't have to go around and ask everybody questions anymore, but this is still not good. I don't think I'll get much information from Ziggy, but who knows.
Well, ain't you the hoity-toity dame these days? I almost didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
Excusez-moi, am I knowing you, sir?
Ziggy's my moniker. You gonna pretend you just doesn't know me?
Ah, you are making the joke with me, no? Perhaps you have confused me with someone else?
I ain't joking.
You're Yvette Delacroix. I know that body of yours anywheres.
I am sure I am not knowing what you mean, Monsieur Ziggy.
Oh, I get it. You's is worried one of these hi-hats is gonna hear us, right? Oh, okay. I'm clued in. We can talk later.
Fucking with Ziggy is the worst offense.
Are you enjoying the culinary delights this evening, Miss Delacroix?
This food, it is adequate. I do not eat so much. This way I maintain my figure, no?
Ah, yes. And a lovely figure it is, Miss Delacroix.
Merci, Dr. Carrington. You are so kind.
I feel we've known each other long enough. Please call me Archibald.
As you wish, Archibald. I am yours to command, as always.
Miss Bow, is there something I can do for you?
Oh, no. I was just admiring Miss Delacroix's dress.
Merci, Miss Bow. And your gown, it is a bit out of date, but charming nonetheless.
Thank you, I think.
Well, if you ladies will excuse me, I must mingle with the guests.
It's at least 2 years old.
Well, well, look what the leprechaun's dragged in.
Hey, now watch what yous calls me, O'Reilly. I don't know what that leprechaun thing is, but I don't like the sound of it.
I'm sure you've been called worse things, smart guy.
Only by low-class type poisons, O'Reilly. By the way, ain't you afraid of being seen with me?
Cops talk to stoolies all the time, and I was wondering what you're doing here.
I'm a big patron of the arts. That's the kind of high-class guy I am.
You don't even know what the word patron means.
I does too.
I does too.
Okay, what does patron mean?
Hey, ain't that the countess I see over there? I needs to talk to her.
Just walking around, listening to everybody. No, no, no. Oh, fuck. There's a hole right there. The tables are in rows. Convenient rows. With ample gaps.
One thing I am admiring about the Egyptian man is the way he is treating his woman, with the strong hand and the firm words.
Words.
Well, that is the proper way, as our culture teacheth us.
Which is not to say our culture is primitive by any means. Our civilization has evolved over thousands of years, so our methods are quite well thought out and practical.
And the Egyptian
Party
man,
quest.
he is very skilled in the private matters as well, no?
Well, speaking for myself, I feel it is my sacred duty to be knowledgeable in all matters that concern me.
I've certainly had no complaints about my skills, Mrs. Delacroix.
Ah, Miss Bow, I didn't see you standing there.
I don't know how you could miss me.
Well, I hear another turkey leg calling my name at the buffet table, so if you'll excuse me.
The turkey leg, it sounds good to me also. I'll accompany you, Dr. Smith.
Oh, you lost, Ramses. New group, new group. Is he walking like an Egyptian?
Countess, they tell me you were married to the last museum president, no?
Yes, darling, that's correct. Sterling Waldorf Carlton was such a charming man, and so wealthy. My heart is just an empty void without him.
Is this the Botox?
Yes, Sterling was such a nice man. It's too bad that he's worm food now.
Ew! I prefer to think that Sterling is still with me in spirit.
Oh, I'm sure his body is crawling with maggots by now. But if his spirit is with you, let me know because I'd love to see it.
It is hard to lose a loved one, no? I understand you were only married this short time, Countess.
Yes, I had only 2 short but charming months of married life with Sterling.
Months!
Before he died.
And how long had you known this man before you were married?
3.
Oh, we met just 1 charming month before we decided to get married. It was love at first sight.
Where did you meet him?
Oh, I had only been in this country a few weeks when I met Sterling on an offshore casino ship. It's quite legal to drink and gamble there, you know, and all the right people attend. Sterling was so charming, he just swept me off my feet.
This Sterling, he must have had the large broom.
It's just a matter of speech, my dear.
Sterling was a wealthy man. You must have inherited a nice fortune, Countess.
For only 3 months
The
of work.
money doesn't matter, darling. Actually, there's an annoying problem with the estate right now. It seems Sterling was changing his will when he died to give me more money, perhaps. Anyway, I'm sure my attorney will take care of the problem.
No, you
Too
screwed.
bad you can't dig him up to finish his new will.
Yes, quite.
Interesting.
The archaeology, it is such a masculine profession. Breaking into the ancient tombs with your sledgehammer, thrusting your way into the treasure chambers,
Oh,
touching
Yvette.
the gold artifacts. It is also stimulating, no?
Yes, well, when
Yeah.
you put it that way, I guess it is rather stimulating being the most important archaeologist of all time.
I hate
And
him.
it is such a burden to bear this greatness, no? With such pressure to perform, you must be perfect all the time.
Yes, you have a unique understanding of my problems, Yvette.
Your problems, they are obvious, no?
Very kind of you to say that, but there are many who misinterpret my actions. They don't understand the pressure of having famous relatives in the same line of work, and having to compare oneself to them all the time.
Ah, but the Tutankhamun find, it is nothing when compared to your discovery, no?
Correct. I didn't realize you knew so much about archaeology.
I know many things, Dr. Carter.
So I've heard. Maybe we should discuss archaeology sometime.
I'd love to hear about the work you do, Dr. Carter. Perhaps later tonight?
Ooh la
Will
la.
you be working late tonight?
Oh, yes. I think everyone will be here tonight, no? There is much to be done to prepare for the opening of your exhibit tomorrow.
I was planning a break for tea around 3 a.m. if you'd like to join me.
It sounds wonderful. Perhaps you would come by my office then?
I'd be delighted.
It is so gracious of you to take the time to speak with me.
Nonsense. Think nothing of it.
How will I ever repay you for this courtesy? I know how busy you are, Dr. Carter.
I'm sure we'll think of something. And call me Pippin.
I will not.
I told you to stop bothering me, you camel driver.
Dr. Carter, I will stop bothering you when the dagger is safely back in Cairo.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the bloody dagger has been stolen from the bloody museum, you great twit.
I see no reason to exchange epithets with you, Dr. Carter. I am aware of the burglary. I am also aware that no evidence was left behind, and the dagger case was not harmed. In fact, I think you removed the dagger from the exhibit.
Me? Me? And what bloody reason would I have to steal my own bloody dagger from my own bloody exhibit?
The dagger is not yours, Doctor. It belongs to the Egyptian people. As to why you stole it, I do not pretend to understand your twisted American thinking. Perhaps you wanted to keep the dagger for yourself, in your own private collection.
Perhaps I should ask why you're shifting the blame onto me, you insignificant peasant. It would be very clever of you to steal the dagger, then stay about to start rumors about someone else stealing it.
Only an archaeological thief would make such an accusation, Doctor. Now I'm sure that you stole it for yourself.
I did not.
I'm not sure about that.
Yes, you
He's
did.
an asshole, but it doesn't
Did
make a lot of
not.
sense. Did not.
Did.
Did too.
Did not.
Did.
Please let me leave.
Gentlemen, please.
Who asked you?
Yeah, just walk
Mind
away.
your own business, you nosy reporter.
Yeah, seriously, Laura Bow.
I have more important things to do.
Like Yvette.
Our discussion is far from over, Dr. Carter.
That's what you think, you malodorous buffoon.
I'm gonna save it. I don't know if there's anything that we like. I just assume everything's supposed to listen to a bajillion things. Nosy. It's gotta be coming to an end soon, right? It's a lot of conversation. Bajillion plus one. Just getting a turkey leg.
You're interested in the great art, no?
Who is this?
Then you should come with me this evening. I'll give you the personal tour of the old master's gallery.
Well,
Oh, it's Steve Dorian.
I guarantee that you will not be wasting your time. You will enjoy it very much.
Well,
You are studying the art at the university.
Steve has a
no?
tux? He has layers.
yes, but
Then it is settled. I will give you the private tour in a little while, no? There is no need to thank me yet. I will be enjoying it as much as you will.
You better stay away from her if you don't want the VD. Is he already away? We maybe should have talked to Steve Dorian beforehand. Oh no, did you go fuck that bitch?
Miss Bow?
Oh, Mr. Dorian?
Oh,
That's
good.
right. We met at the docks.
Oh dear, your shoes. They aren't exactly formal.
Oh, well, I can explain that, but not right now.
I see. Well, what brings you here?
You.
Oh, me?
You told me you'd be here tonight, and, well, I thought
His
we
shit
should talk.
kickers.
Oh, about what?
Could we step outside for a minute? The moonlight is very nice tonight.
Well, all right. I think I'd enjoy that.
First things first, where did you go with Yvette? And are you about to murder me?
I just wanted to explain to you who I really am.
The thief?
You're not Steve Dorian?
Well, yes, I am Steve Dorian, but I felt like I didn't give you the most accurate impression of myself when I met you earlier today.
Dock worker?
Gee willikers, I'm just not used to meeting attractive young ladies on the docks.
I wasn't down there looking for a man. I'm a professional journalist working on a story.
Oh, well, yes, of course you are. I didn't mean to imply anything. In fact, I was very impressed with your professionalism and with your smile. I
Oh,
just
Steve
didn't want you
Dorian.
to think I'm a common stevedore.
Well, I'll admit I was wondering what a stevedore was doing at this ritzy museum fundraiser.
I was
My
wondering what a
stevedore
stevedore
job pays
was.
the bills, but I'm aiming for a career as an artist. However, I'm really here because I'd hate myself for the rest of my life if I didn't try to see you again. Maybe I'm a fool, maybe you think we're too different, but I had to try.
Well, I'm very flattered. Are you always this nervous?
I'm not very good with women. I spent all my time working ever since I was 10 years old, when my father died. I've never had a chance to date very much.
Trauma dump.
Lately, I've spent my free time going to school.
I'm starting to think we're more alike than I first thought. My mother died when I was very young, so I
Trauma
was
bond.
raised by my father. What kind of an artist are you?
I'm a painter, and I do a little sculpting.
How interesting. But I think that an artist would know enough not to wear work boots with his tuxedo at a formal party.
Maybe he doesn't have any others.
Oh, I said I'd explain that, didn't I? I was hoping nobody would notice. I had to blow 2 weeks' pay to rent this tux, but I didn't have enough left over to rent the fancy shoes. It's just that I had to see you again.
You spent all your
You made
money
an effort.
just to see me? My goodness. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll have dinner with me some evening. I may seem a little odd, but I promise that I'm harmless. I'd be honored to spend an evening with you and show you the sights around town.
I promise I'm harmless
Well, I
is
don't
not a great
usually,
line.
But you've gone to a lot of trouble to find me. I think I can trust you.
Uh-oh.
Really? You'll do it? Oh, thank you. You won't regret it. I'll make it a memorable evening. I'll paint for you. I'll dance for you. I'll sing for you. Anything you want.
Well, there's no need to get carried away. Let's see how dinner goes first.
Of course. You're absolutely right. I don't seem too anxious, do I?
Maybe just a
smidge.
bit, but that's okay.
Okay. I'll take a deep breath and calm down. I'll be fine. I'll do whatever you want.
I think this is the beginning of something important, Steve. I like you already.
I feel like it's a beginning of something,
Let's go back to
questionable.
the party, Steve. I've got work to do.
romance quest. You want to go eavesdropping with me, Steve? BioWare-esque, yeah. Are more things open now? Or is it more eavesdrop time? Alright, everybody's fucking gone. This is my favorite. Steve. Let's see if anybody's in here. You asked too many questions? I did, because I have no idea what you were talking about. Okay, no one's in here. Did it open something? Is my eavesdropping done? Did he go in here? Yes, yes, no. I'm assuming we gotta go to the museum part and stop getting scolded by the SS. guy's really throwing one back. Alright, he's gone! I'm gonna look at every bone!
This is a mastodon, one of the early mammals. Technically, the mastodon is not a dinosaur at all, but since they date back to prehistory, they're included in the exhibit. This particular example of the order Proboscidea is the Mammoth americanus, or North American mastodon. The chief feature which distinguishes this shaggy beast from the elephant and the woolly mammoth are its molar teeth.
Oh. He looks, when you put an eyeball on him. Let's put an eyeball on all of them.
This is an Eriops skull. Such a large capacity mandible and teensy capacity cranium.
Teensy. Aye.
The museum staff have labeled this a Struthiomimus, literally ostrich mimic.
It doesn't look much like an ostrich.
This is an Archaeopteryx. Correction, this used to be an Archaeopteryx.
I can't tell where the head is on this one.
Ah, a very nice specimen of Eohippus, somewhat flatter than it appeared in real life.
I bet I get yelled at. Oh, I can't save it. I was gonna touch something, but I'm not gonna do it unless I can save it. Because it's wrong. It's not canon. I wouldn't touch any of the bones. You don't sit on a monument. This guy.
Achtung!
Achtung!
Terrorists are not allowed in this room at this time. You are disturbing the paintings. Raus! You leave now! Mach schnell!
Jawohl. Make fast! Is there anything on the ground? Oh, that had a thing. Come on. You're very particular about which direction you go around things. Oh boy. Neat.
The male and female Triceratops look every inch the proud parents.
Boop.
A fairly accurate model of Struthiomimus, or ostrich mimic.
Oh, I guess it is on its back.
Suspended overhead by thin wires, the pterodactyl frozen in mid-swoop presents a most horrific tableau.
Horrific?
It's a painting of a Spinosaur. The painting is accurate and workmanly, with little regard for nuance or emotion.
Oh, save. It's a dinosaur! Heartburn. You have very realistic eyeballs. This looks like a bone I could pick up.
It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. His name is Rex. Isn't that clever?
It's the opposite, Laura Bow.
A fine painting of a mighty Brontosaurus, the thunder lizard. This huge creature with its tiny brain is currently the subject of a controversy. Dr. Earl Douglas from the Carnegie Museum of Natural History believes that current Brontosaurus displays have the wrong heads mounted on their skeletons. However, Dr. Othniel Marsh, who originally discovered the Brontosaurus, believes that the heads on current displays are correct. Only time and more fossil evidence will conclusively prove which of these esteemed gentlemen is correct.
No such thing as a Brontosaurus!
While this is an interesting approach, it serves no practical...
Now you can look at it.
A sign on this dinosaur bone display says, "Please touch."
Oh.
Either these bones feel lonely, or the museum wants you to learn more about the bones by coming into close personal contact with them.
Oh boy, I'm allowed to touch.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
I mean, I don't think that's what they meant, Larbo, but it definitely looked like something I could take. I'm gonna get in trouble.
A small sign identifies this dinosaur as an iguanodon, which means iguana tooth. However, from the Tyrannosaurus rex's point of view, this dinosaur could be identified as dinner.
I knew that's where you were going, Larbo. Free, take one. They really should have bolted it down.
The sign says, push button to hear Rex speak.
Stealing is technically a kind of touching, correct? Oh boy, a button.
Welcome to the Dagger Museum Dinosaur Display. My name is Rex, and I'd like to tell you about myself. I'm a type of dinosaur known as Tyrannosaurus Rex, which means King of the Tyrant Lizards. Although I was not the largest type of dinosaur, I was the largest predator ever to walk the earth. Some of my friends were 40 feet long and weighed 8 tons, with teeth that were 6 inches long. Your modern elephants don't weigh more than 6 tons.
It's the same voice as King Graham, okay.
250 and 65 million years ago, during a period known as the Age of Dinosaurs, also called the Mesozoic era. The first complete skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex was found just 24 years ago in Montana in 1902. Although there were many meat-eating dinosaurs, I was considered the best killing machine who ever lived. Speaking of which, I'm feeling a bit hungry. Would you like to volunteer to be my next meal?
That dinosaur is chatty. Stolen bone. We'll see if I get in trouble. Where are you trying to go, Lorbo? It's not where I told you to go. She does what she wants. Where the hell you go, Larbo? It's got the stop. Really good recreation of those buttons in museums that you regret pushing. Yes, 100%. Yeah, where'd you go, bitch? I don't know if there's any, if you can actually go anywhere in here. Yeah, there's no, like, arrows. There was another room. Nope. Arrows be damned. Oh, nope. What are you doing? Oh, no. You've walked into the thing, Larbo! You're walking on the iguanodon! Nazi guy sure ain't gonna like that. Oh, dear. There's an Egyptian section somewhere. Yeah, there should be. Isn't that what we're here for? Like all museums, I'm here for the dinosaurs and the Egyptian museum. Oh, bitch. Oh, wowee. If this were an RPG, all of these would come to life when I walk right around here. And then you'd have to fight them.
The armor of Anne de Montmorency, Constable of France, worn at the Battle of San Quentin on August 10, 1577. Thin and comparatively light, 50 pounds, it was worn by a man of 64 years, which was quite old for that time. This armor is a 3/4 fighting suit. Its illustrious occupant met his death at the siege of Saint-Denis in 1567, at which time the armour came into the possession of the first Earl of Pembroke, who led the English knights into battle.
I'm really sorry, but we are going to click everything.
Maximilian armour, Germany, circa 1514. Made for a man about 6 feet 4 inches tall, with a chest measurement of 54 inches. Knights came in all sizes, and some suits of armour were for knights 7 feet tall.
Wowee.
The suit of armour is empty.
Well, duh. They all should be empty.
A fine
Complete
example of Maximilian armour, made in Germany in 1505. The steel has a characteristic silvery colour. Maximilian armour was first used in Milan, which set the fashion for all Europe in matters of dress and armour.
Yeah, I probably should click everything, but my real person brain thinks you shouldn't touch it.
Surviving examples of 14th century armour are rare.
I feel like you should be able to take
armour
this.
is from Chalcis, circa 1400, showing a decorative fabric covering riveted to the plates. It has a fine globose brigandine with a deep skirt built of large-shaped plates.
And what is this pixel? I'm very interested in this pixel. I don't think it's anything.
Mottos could be constantly changed or abandoned at the pleasure of the arms bearer. This banner, identified with the English Baron of Bath, shows signs of having had its motto changed several times. Some of the Baron of Bath's motto attempts translated as, "Take a bath," "We enjoy
Fly
a
on the
hot
wall.
bath,"
Yeah, maybe.
"We need a bath," and "Don't forget to wash behind your ears." After 30 years of indecision,
Man,
they
I regret
finally
my
settled
choices.
on "You need a bath," which declared their view on how much the king needed the support of their family.
I don't think it's gonna give me. I think it's dog armor, and I bet you can take this thing on the top.
A house pet, tastefully prepared for battle in 16th century armor. The steel armor feels smooth and cool. The suit of armor feels like cold steel and
Duh.
the steel.
See? Didn't do it!
The helmet on this Italian suit of armor, circa 1460, is interesting because it's a barboot, which lacked protection for the lower part of the face. The barboot is sometimes called the barboot sallet because, like the 15th century sallet, it doesn't enclose the whole head, offering most of its protection to the top.
It looks
Unlike
most
the barboot, however,
covered.
the sallet is often characterized by a reinforced forehead plate and an elongated pivoted nape defense. It is, however, difficult to differentiate between the barboot, the sallet, and the bassinet. The shallow barboot resembles the sallet, while the deep barboot resembles the bassinet.
There will be a
And
test
again,
at the end.
who really cares?
No one really cares. Wowee.
An empty chest from the 15th century. Although the carvings on the exterior are crude, cut into the wood by someone with little talent or ability for wood carving,
So judgmental.
the chest now resides in a museum, simply because it's old. Kind of makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe I should make some crap and then hide it.
A painting of The Black Prince as a Fierce Baby by Ed Botticelli circa 1560.
Fierce baby? Is that
The
what she
cheap
said?
wood frame is by the Leyendecker Museum circa 1925.
You're like, I'm judging this framing. I'm gonna click this dot. You know, it's fucking nothing.
The chest feels like wood, and you get a small splinter in your finger when you rub your hand over the carvings.
Belloc monologue stuff. If you, you bury it, it becomes priceless.
A rare 17th century English tapestry which tells the story of Teutonic warrior cockroaches
We have many
that
English
crossed into
tapestries.
England from Germany and besieged the castle of Rochford-on-Essex. Although the cockroaches managed to storm the castle walls after a 90-day siege, the knights of the castle managed to squash the invaders when they reached the castle's inner keep. Since that
Oh,
great
God.
battle,
Laura
the
Bow.
castle of Rochford-on-Essex has been free of cockroaches. Unfortunately, it has also been free of humans. 1 year after the great battle...
I can't. I'm sorry. If I have to know about this cockroach banner, I apologize. Oh God. This changed its look. Hold on. This feels like a maze. Go back. Go back, you ho. Oh no. I'm not gonna be able to. Okay. Sally forth. Maze.
The door is locked. When you touch the doorknob, you get a heavy coating of dust all over the palm of your hand.
Oh, here we go. Is this where the thing was supposed to be?
It looks remarkably like a glass case in the shape of a pyramid. A small card informs you that this case contained the famous Dagger of Amon-Ra, which is now missing. It looks remarkably like a glass case.
Take the note.
Oops. Congratulations. You've cracked the case of the Dagger of Amon-Ra.
Oh no. What's this little pink pixel?
Don't touch the sharp pieces of glass. You might cut yourself. This is part of the ancient Egypt exhibit.
Should I have looked with my magnifying glass? Did I fuck it up? Can I still do it? You really done it this time, Laura.
This is a magnified part of the ancient Egypt exhibit. Upon close inspection, you see nothing new here. A close look at the pyramid shows you the grainy texture of limestone, which you find highly educational.
This is trouble. This is what I get for touching things, man!
The mummified corpse of Amenophis III, also known as Amenhotep III, or Memnon by the Greeks. He built large temples to Amon-Ra, both at Karnak and at Luxor. In the 5th year of his reign, Amenophis marched into Nubia to quell a mighty rebellion. He also ruled over the Mesopotamians, since his kingdom was quite large. We also know that Amenophis was a mighty hunter who slew 102 lions during the first 10 years of his reign in his spare time. Now he's dead.
Now he's dead. Well, we're gonna just touch everything now.
You touch the glass case, leaving a smudged fingerprint.
Oh no! You are leaving evidence, bitch! I don't think that we should do that. I'm gonna get thrown in jail. I think this is bad. We did save it before we came in here.
This is a granite stele depicting Horus and Thoth, found in the Temple of Amon-Ra. This stele was modified during the reign of the pharaoh Akhenaten, then restored during the reign of Tutankhamun. A sepulchral stele found in a tomb of the 6th dynasty. It tells the story of Una, born during the reign of King Tita, who served under Tita's successor Pepi. Una died during the reign of King Murena, full of days and honor.
I wish every chapter in historical references that it did. And now he's dead. Yes. Here, look out the window.
A sturdy window that looks out on the city of New York.
New York. Can you open it? Did someone sneak in here?
The glass in the window is cool to the touch. Since the window is sealed shut, you are unable to open it.
Okay. My investigation is not going well.
This is a granite stele depicting Horus and Thoth, found in the Temple of Amon-Ra. This stele was modified during the reign of the pharaoh Akhenaten, then restored during the reign of Tutankhamun.
Oh, that was the same as whatever.
This pyramid is a model of the Great Pyramid of Cheops, Khufu, as it appears today. Originally, the entire surface of the pyramid was covered with smooth, polished limestone. This covering has worn away over time to reveal the stepped surface we see now. The base of the Great Pyramid covers 13 acres and was built with over 2 million stones to a height of 480 feet. Construction took 30 to 50 years.
Let's pick up the shards of glass, especially this pink pixel. I'm obsessed.
Don't touch the shards of glass.
Oh, God.
They're sharp.
I
You
know!
might cut yourself. Or you could put an eye out. Or any of a number of other things could happen that your mother warned you about when you were little and everything in your life was dangerous.
Such an alarmist, Laura Bow. Ooh! Let's go listen in that locked door. Here, can I go this way? Oh, there's a thing.
Ironically, there's a gold Ankh medallion, the ancient Egyptian symbol of life, resting in the pool of blood.
Blood!
A close look reveals the initials PS inscribed in the back of the bloody Ankh.
P.S. Should we be taking evidence? I think so. We were already too deep.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Look at the blood.
Looks aren't everything.
Who has the... Can we look in our notebook?
It's your official nude.
Look in it, Laura. Yeah, I was thinking Pippin, but that's not his last name. We don't know many people. Dr. Tut Smith. We haven't asked everybody about him. Pick up the blood. Taste it. See how old it is.
Don't touch it. You don't know where it's been.
That's fair. I just wanted you to be weird, Laura Bow.
An inner mummy coffin which was contained in the exterior mummy coffin to the left. Identified from the cartouches on both coffins, the occupant was probably Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh, daughter of Thothmes I. Hatshepsut built the magnificent tomb temple at Deir el-Bahari and ruled for 20 years with her lover Senmut. At her death, Hatshepsut's successor tried to erase all memory of her by destroying her statues and obliterating her name from her various monuments.
Yeah, it was bullshit. But Egyptians are spiteful. I do enjoy Egyptian spite. They're just like, I don't like you. You are going to be removed from the record. I'm going to fuck up all of your columns, fuck your name, fuck your house, fuck your cow.
An outer mummy coffin, whose cartouches identify the occupant as Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh. A mummy coffin built during the 19th dynasty. Inside and outside, both coffin and cover are decorated with large figures of gods, vignettes, and inscriptions from the Book of the Dead, as well as emblems and decorations painted in bright colors.
We're almost to time.
The card identifies the slab of black basalt as the Rosetta Stone. Hieroglyphs and letters from the English alphabet are clearly engraved on the stone. The Rosetta Stone was found by a French artillery officer among the ruins of Fort Saint-Julien near the Rosetta mouth of the Nile River in 1799. It came into the possession of the British government after the capitulation of Alexandria.
Is that
the
blood
Rosetta Stone,
in there?
Currently on loan to the Dagger Museum, is the key to modern translations of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs into English text. You notice that half of the Rosetta Stone seems to be missing from the display, replaced by a small card that reads, Artifact 310 removed from display for research on 9/1/26 by O.M.
Yeah, I feel you said don't quit until you find something dramatic here. Like right as I was noticing that there's like a little bit of red dots here. Oh my! Is that Sterling? He's still bleeding. Here, let's look at this.
Dr. Carter seems to have suffered a severe
Oh no, that's
trauma to
Carter.
his chest area.
Found the dagger! Win!
A close look at the dagger reveals the words, "Made in Pittsburgh," stamped on the part of the blade that is not buried in Pippin Carter's chest. To your naked eye, the rough surface of the dagger handle doesn't appear to hold any fingerprints, but that's something for the coroner to examine in detail.
Yeah, I ain't gonna touch this shit. We gots to go. It's only 8:15. He wasn't supposed to have his tryst until 3.
Did you kill the man then?
No!
No, I just walked in here and found him.
I suppose that would explain your screaming then.
Yeah.
Did you see the murderer?
No!
No.
All right, I'll talk to you later after you've had a chance to calm down. Just don't try to leave the building.
Goodness gracious! Act 3! All right. On the cutting edge. It's a pun. Not about it.
Excellent work. Your father would be proud of you.
For finding a dead body.
Having already interrogated the guests, Detective O'Reilly is now discussing the murder with the staff members as they leave the party. It would be best if you don't interfere.
Can I listen, though? I think that's probably going to be what's going to be the job of next time. Listening. Murder! Oh. Alrighty then. Oh, wait. Are you okay? Wait. I can't walk there. Hold on. You are very fast in your detectiving. That is not how I expected that to go. Who's this guy?
Hi, Miss Bow. I'm Ernie Leach. Dr. Carrington told me you could stay a while and talk to the staff. I've got to lock the door, so just come and find me when you're ready to leave. Dr. C also has a key, but you don't want to bother him about that.
Thank you, Mr. Leach.
Just be careful where you go. Wolf will get upset if he finds you downstairs. See you later.
Go downstairs. Got it.
Did you manage to learn anything from your interviews, Detective O'Reilly?
Don't bother your little head about it, lass.
It's my job, sir.
This is an official murder investigation, Miss Bow.
Bull.
Do not be interfering.
Oh, I don't mean to interfere. I just want to know what's going on.
I'm just hanging out.
Any leads so far?
Dr. Carter died as the result of someone sticking a gift shop dagger in his chest. What more do you need to know?
Well, for one thing, who did it?
Someone who didn't like him. That's my guess.
Could be anybody.
Brilliant deduction.
If you think that
He's
you
an asshole.
can do better.
I can try.
Oh, wunderbar. Now we've got the amateurs involved.
I may not be a detective, but I'm terribly clever. I've solved
clever.
murders before.
That's true.
Just stay out of me way, lass, and don't destroy the evidence.
Certainly not.
Yeah. Humph.
Humph. I'm not the best at not destroying evidence. I broke things. I touched things. Let's not talk about it. Okay. I'm a detective now. Okay. That was good. We did a lot. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining me, new friend. Hope you return. We'll probably be back at it tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye.